kind of guys are you typically going for, Maria? What's like your average guy that you'll go out with? Like kind of your type?
I like white boys. Is that what you meant? Like I'm
Just in
into like
general. I mean, who's the average? Like if you're going on dates with guys, like who are you typically going
white
out with?
guys. White guys my
There's got to
type.
be more than that. I mean, there's a lot of white guys in Tampa. Give me some more.
White guys like just like more details?
Yeah, I mean, like they just have to be white. That's the only criteria you have.
So he can be 5'1" and be a
they-
Walmart greeter. Like, is that good enough for you?
Homeless?
Homeless?
I mean, after I got divorced, I realized that I become super picky of the kind of guy that I want
Okay.
next to me, right?
Okay.
So for me, there's like a lot of things that I need to be with that person,
Let's
right?
hear
Like,
some.
Like what? So what's the list?
so I like a guy who's responsible, right? Like that I know because I need him economically or anything because I'm very independent. But I want to see a guy that if I need him at some point, like I can rely on him. Or like a guy who has like a good job, like better job than me. I don't like to feel like superior than a guy that I made more money than a guy.
Mm-hmm.
I
So
don't
what's the
like-
line in the sand? Does he have to make 75,000, 100,000,
No.
150,000?
I don't know. Like I mean, it's not that important, but I don't,
It
also
is.
I mean it is. But
No, it is important.
I mean, yes. I don't know about numbers, but I know
More than you.
I will not date a guy who is a server, for example. Nothing I was a server, right?
Right.
But for me, that is like you don't wanting to do more in your life.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
That's how I see it.
There's servers and waiters at restaurants that clear 6 figures annually.
No, I know. But
The waiters at Burns, they make a lot of money.
they made a lot of money. Yeah, but I feel like and I was a server and I used to make a lot of money, but it's always like, it's just like, for me, it's like, it's just easy money, like that's how I see it. I mean, if I find a guy who's just a server, and I like him, I will date him, But
What about height, Maria? Does he have to be a certain height for
they
you?
have to be tall because I'm short, like at least 5'10".
5'10",
Yeah,
and-
That's not bad.
How tall are you?
5'3".
5'10" is quite a bit taller than 5'3".
That's extremely tall in comparison.
Yeah,
lot taller than
5'10", and because
So 5'8", 5'9" won't cut it?
5'9".
Do you
yeah,
think?
I mean,
Do you think you'd really be able to tell the difference between a guy who's 5'8" and 5'10"? Or would just the fact that he's taller than you be enough?
taller than me.
All
Yeah.
right.
I mean, 5'7", it's still taller than me, but it's still short.
Taller
Yes.
than you with heels on. How about that?
Right.
Exactly. Like
That's
I don't
what
want.
it
Yeah,
is.
exactly.
Right.
Taller
Next
than me
time,
with heels.
next time you measure yourself with heels, and then add 2 inches to that, and that's your new height.
Yeah.
There you
So yeah, that's that, and also like I'm very OCD about having my place clean. So if I see a guy who's not clean, it's just like a turn off. Like I don't want to babysit a guy. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So if he's like making $1 million a year, drives a nice car, has lots of interesting things going on, but he doesn't put things back, that's not good enough for you?
Yeah, like if you're dirty, like no,
Why don't you just clean it up for him?
because I'm not a maid. I will clean my mess.
Dude's
I
making $1
clean my
million a
things.
year. He's 6 foot tall, drives really nice cars, has got a boat, has a really nice social network.
He
You
can pay
can't-
Says, "Hey, Maria,
someone.
You
can
can't
take
pick
the
up his
trash out
jacket
for
and
me?"
hang it up?
He can pay someone to clean his house.
Oh, okay.
If they make that much money, he can hire someone to clean his house. Clearly,
What do you think about the notion of submitting that we were talking about with Diaz earlier?
the submitting.
Yeah.
What is
Submitting to a
that?
man.
Like
Submitting to a man, like yielding to his leadership.
Like do whatever he wants me to do.
Not whatever, like within reason.
Yeah, let's
but,
just go there.
we're talking
No,
about
let's just-
yielding to
Let's
his.
just go there. Whatever he says.
Okay, let's
Just
go.
Start there.
Let's
Just
go
go
full
there.
retard then. Let's go there.
Whatever he says goes.
No, like no. I feel like if I'm with a guy, I'm gonna be like obviously respect his like the way that he lives and whatever, but also like don't like stop being how I am. I did it for my ex-husband. He was Muslim. He was Arab, and I stopped doing things that I like just to accommodate my life to him because he
What
didn't
sorts of
drink,
things did you have to give up?
like alcohol, going out, eating pork, kind of things like that. Just because no, he never asked me to do it, but I wanted to do it just to please him, right? To make him feel like, hey, I'm all in, right? Then I realized that
Go ahead.
nobody will do it for you. Like he didn't do it for me,
Mm.
So I feel like normally I used to like give and give and give and give, and I never received anything like back. So now I don't. If you don't do anything for me, I will not do anything for you.
He didn't take care of you, pay the mortgage.
I was the man of the relationship.
Oh,
I
you
was
were
the
the
one.
man in the
Yeah,
relationship too.
I pay his university at UT. I was the one changing the oil in the car. I was doing all the things. He was my kid. He was a 3-year-old son that I didn't ask for. That was he was.
Why did you marry him then?
You married him. What do you mean you didn't ask for him?
Because again, like now after going to therapy, after a while, I realized I married him for the pressure of belonging, or like to be the same level as all my friends, like my friends who were getting married and whatever. I wanted to be one of them, like, hey, she got married, and achieve that goal of like, I made it.
You didn't want a husband, you wanted a wedding.
Not even I know. I wanted to be a wife.
Okay,
I
so
wanted to be a wife.
you didn't want a husband, but you wanted to be a wife and you wanted a wedding, but you ended up in a situation where you're changing the oil and paying the bills.
Yeah, and I put myself, like before I got married, I knew all the things that
Why did you do this though? Like this tarnishes your reputation. Like this is a stain on your resume.
Oh no, I know. I was 22, so I was really young and I was stupid. So I didn't know any better.
What guidance did your father give you?
Huh?
What guidance did your father give you?
My dad didn't want me to. Nobody wanted me to marry him. But also,
but you went ahead and did it anyway.
I'm very stubborn. You told me no. I was like, why not? I'll change him. He will change for me.
Why don't you girls listen to your fathers?
Yeah, I still say like, why you didn't lock me in a room? You just
is that what it takes? We got to put you in cuffs and lock you in a room.
Yeah, because I knew who I was marrying, right? I knew the class of piece of shit he was.
So what was so special about him that you ignored the guidance of your family and who should be the most important
there
person?
Was nothing
man
special.
In your life is your father. Like, why did you ignore all of this advice?
It was lack of self-love. Like that need
lack of self-love. Didn't your dad ever tell you that he loved you?
No, my parents love me. And everybody, like, I'm very loved in my family.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, I wasn't enough, right? And the fact, like, he never loved me, like, since we started dating, because he wasn't sure never that he wanted to be with me. Mm-hmm. So I put it like, he will love me eventually and I will change him. So I was like, not thinking about me, And
you guys got married in Mexico City?
No, we got married here.
Oh, okay, in Florida.
I make him legal.
Oh, okay. So he got the citizenship too.
He's an ungrateful motherfucker.
You made him legal too. Wow.
I make him legal. He graduated. He studied. I didn't study anything because I was supporting my husband. I was paying to have a husband, and like, I don't know.
How hot was this guy that you had to overlook all of this bullshit to marry him?
No, he wasn't hot.
And he wasn't even hot.
I mean, he was cute. He kind of looked like Aladdin because he's Middle Eastern,
like
obviously.
Aladdin.
Yeah.
With the getup and the carpet and everything, really?
He has his carpet when he used to pray, and I was like, yeah, kind of same thing. No, but like the only thing I take from that relationship is like I learned what I will tolerate in a guy and what I will not, because before I didn't know I didn't know how to put boundaries. I didn't know anything.
I really hope you guys enjoyed that clip. If you want to watch the full-length podcast, you can find that over here, that clip's from. If you're newer to the channel, make sure you hit subscribe over here, and pin down below in the top comment, you'll find a bunch of useful links to my website, my supplement line, books, and a bunch of other stuff. Have an amazing day. Peace out.